What's up guys, Barbarian or Bust here. Today, with significant changes to our Rend Rupture barb, he is now a Flay Rend Rupture barb. So we're going to go over some changes that we made, and then we're going to show a pit run. So in the changes in the helm, we do take Imposing Presence for a tempering, and I did found a helm that could give me some cooldown reduction. If possible, you still want strength, max life, and you do want cooldown reduction either in your helmet or in your amulet. But you need it in one of those two places. You definitely want tempering for Imposing Presence. It's the only way to do higher pit content. Everything will one-shot you, and if you don't have enough life, then you're just gonna die. Make sure you get at least one, two would be ideal, Imposing Presence rolls, and we added more Steel Grasp stun rolls in this as well. So we have one here, and we have one here as well. So we have three. So once you get to a higher level, take a look at your resistances. See, right now we have 164% cold. We almost have enough cold resistance to take off that cold resistance tempering. And if we can do that, that would be another place that you would want to put on Imposing Presence. So that's changed. And we still use Audacity, nothing has changed here. Still strength, max life, resistances, one total armor roll, steel grasp stuns. These also have not changed with strength, critical strike chance, ranks to rend, damage to close. And that stun duration could be either that or steel grasp stuns. Undying, also the same. The boots are also the same. And if we had some more tempering spots, I would re-roll the stun duration. Accelerating, the mace is the same, but we actually swapped out rend size for flay duration. So here we have flay duration on both of our two-handed weapons. So you want flay duration on both of those. You want damage to close to both of those. This one doesn't have it, but I did run out of tempering slots on this item. And these two these weapons are new. I swapped out my old ones for some critical strike damage weapons. And I have one weapon with rupture size, and then the other weapon with rend size. Our big AoE skill is Rupture. Rupture is amazing. You could get away with having both of these for rend, or having just one for rend and having a third flay duration. And the reason why we put these now on our one-handers is because we have so much stunning with Steel Grasp. Everything is stunned forever, and then you can rupture them freely, and your rend size should be big enough to rend them freely as well. So that's why you want these two to be rend and rupture, or one rend and one flay. And with this one, we also have a different aspect on here. We have the rapid aspect, and that is for flay. And we put wantons on our one-hander because we want more attack speed with our basic skill for bossing. I do miss wantons on the two-hander because it occurring every 25 seconds versus I think it was 12. Oh man, that does make quite a difference. I really love wantons rupture. And these two rings, this one is the same with the umbrella aspect. We put both of our rings to have damage while berserking to increase our berserking damage. And this one is we take the band of adaptability. So this is going to increase our basic skill damage. And then up here, we still have the Iron Warrior. Nothing has changed here. So the big changes are cooldown reduction and Imposing Presence with more Steel Grasp stuns, flay duration on these two weapons, one rend, one rupture, and our aspect changes are wantons on the one-hander, rapid on the two-hander, and adaptability on the ring. If you wanted to play Flay Rupture, which will give you more flay damage, will do more bossing damage, but I find with the higher levels, Rupture will not always bleed all the enemies all the time. So then you're kind of stuck in this single target flay, which is still good, but I find rend makes it go faster. You could have all four weapons have flay and not take rend, but I personally think it works better with rend. Still two-handed axe. And now our skill tree looks slightly different, but we do take all 5 points in flay. So the way that we now use the bleed barb is we use flay for bossing, and we use rend and rupture just for the AoE. And when we also boss, we still use rend when we use Wrath of the Berserker. And now using these two skills makes a massive difference. So we still take battle flay, but if you find you're dying more, you can take combat flay. We still take violent rend. We still have Imposing Presence, and we still have martial vigor. Same with iron skin. Still take 3 points in swiftness, 1 point in quick impulses. You could take that out and take it here for aggressive resistance resistance as well. We still take 3 points in Pit Fighter, 1 point in No Mercy for 1 point to expose vulnerability. We still take 6 points in Rupture, 6 points in Steel Grasp, 1 point in Hamstring, 3 points to Cut to the Bone, still 3 points to Heavy Handed, and we still take Gushing Wounds and Wrath of the Berserker. All of your weapons are going to be on your two-handed slashing, and there is no changes to the Paragon board from our last build. We still have Weapon Master in the starter board. We still have Territorial in our Hemorrhage board, Disembowel in our Decimator board. This is the last board we take, but we take Blood Rage for Might. And if you want to get your Blood Rage bonus bigger, put the damage to Berserking on both rings and one of your weapons. If you put on a two-hander, you'll be 100% maxed out. Still Warbringer with Exploit and Wrath in Bonebreaker. Now let's show off Pit 75. Okay, so you bring them all in, and you rupture them. You still rend them. You don't die to poison. And then you walk away when they're all dead. So this way, this is still pretty much Rend Rupture, but the only difference is we use Flay for the boss. And things are a little more optimized. And if you do want to do high levels of the pit, there are certain things you're just going to have to do, like taking Imposing Presence as many places as you can. Exhibit A, because you will die. But the more life you have, really, the better off you are. The only way to have defense is like once you have your resistances maxed out, once you have your armor capped out, there's not too much damage reduction in the game, so it's literally a stack life game. And Imposing Presence is the absolute easiest way to do that. Now Rupture here is still doing good, and I'll be honest, I haven't done too much of pit pushing with this as of now. I've been trying to get more critical strike pieces, as before I had more damage over time. And of course that's because of Gushing Wounds. But I do plan to see how far this can go with no uniques. I am going to make a unique version once I have all the uniques I want, but that could take a while, and I know not everyone has all of the uniques that are needed. Oh man, that's a lot of people though. Gather them up, one Rupture, boom. Let them bleed out and walk away. And also when Rupture is on cooldown, it is very crucial to have Rend. So I wouldn't get rid of Rend, but if you do, it would be a stronger bossing build. Because you would have so many things in Flay just to make it better. So many damage buffs. So we're going to leave that one up to you guys. So if you do want it to be Flay... So if you do want it to be Flay only... Sorry, Flay Rupture only, then take Moon Rising as well. I would still keep the Iron Warrior on your amulet, as the more damage reduction you can get from that, the better. But the main way we survive these higher Nightmare tiers, or dungeon tiers, is with Imposing Presence and with our stun durations. With that, you shouldn't get hit too often. So it's Rupture, walk away. Rupture's on cooldown, use your Rend. Rupture still has a pretty great radius. So you could swap that out for Flay or for another Rend, but choice is yours. But I really like how Bleed this season is using all the skills. And I actually found out the Flay duration. Oh wow, look at that. I found the Flay duration out by accident. I tried it on a boss when I had one on Flay duration and it just absolutely obliterated him. It was wicked. So what you want to do here is you want to do a Rupture, Steel Grasp to make them vulnerable, and then you want to Flay. And your Flay is going to be super fast. Oh, gotta watch out for that now. And when you do Wrath of the Berserker, you want to go back and forth between Rend and between Flay. Okay, get out of the way of that. And that. Somehow still hit me. And this is also, with this boss and he has all these little critters around, that's another reason to keep Rend as well. Because if you just hit Flay, and then you're not hitting him and you're just hitting, oh gosh. And you're just hitting one of the minions, that's no good.
I must wait.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Again, it's all about dodging the mechanics. And having enough life, so if you don't dodge them, that you don't get one-shotted. Like right now. Now we're stuck. Alright, come on now. So Wrath of the Berserker. And he's dead. That was an easy 75 clear, and the only issues that we have is if you get a boss and, you know, he's got some crazy mechanics and you get one-shotted or two-shotted, then you have to do the actual boss fight over again. Other than that, this is a strong build, very fun, and very fast. So I am going to continue to push this build without uniques to see how far that we can go with this. So we're going to go over quickly one more time. So the Helmet of Might, Audacity, Edge Masters, Undying, Weapon Master, Accelerating. If you aren't going to take Rend and you want to use Flay Rupture, take Moon Rising. Otherwise, keep accelerating in because we have a massive critical strike chance, which I'll show in a second. So this also procs all the time, which also helps with your rapid. 60% there, 50% there. You can only have a max of, I think, 100 from this category. So that gets maxed out pretty quickly. Intercom, Wanton's Rupture, Rapid, Umbral, Adaptability, and Iron Warrior. Give this build a try. Again, if you're using the other Rend Rupture build, try this, and I feel like you will be able to push even further. And once I get all the uniques I want, I'm going to make a unique version of this build, and I want to see if that can go even higher. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.